good evening, and welcome to Tottenham Gold, the guardians of Tottenham history from the whenever they started, 1882, right up to now, the Conte era. And tonight, well, it's just me and Mark. It's just the two of us. We've been let loose, the pair of us, so where this show goes, we don't know, but there's plenty to talk about. Pre-season, transfers, Doherty or Emerson, who goes, why his Winks hasn't been sold yet, which is the burning question. And basically, could Conte match Bill Nick's double winning side? That's all to come, and we'd love to get your comments into the chat.
Yeah.
But firstly, Mark, good evening. How are you, sir?
Very well, my man. The golf helped me out. Helped me out by finishing nice and early. There was no playoffs or anything, so that was good. So I watched that, and now we're ready to rock and roll.
We are. Firstly, I want to thank the Patreon members of this channel. I want to thank Philip Brady, Izhan, who I think might be joining us, but Izhan went to a wedding yesterday. So either he's too drunk and he's hungover, or he's ran off with a bridesmaid, or something's happened. So Izhan may jump on. Sean Butler's due to join us later on in the show, we think, and a few other people are going to hop in and hop out. So it's going to be a bit of a come on, have your say, and then fan show. The link for the channel is in the Irish Hotspur fan group. It's in there, so if you want to pop on, you can do. But I want to thank Philip Brady, Izhan, Queen Ellie Holberg, one of our co-hosts on this channel, and Mark Cousins, who are all Patreon members. Thank you so much. It does help the channel. And if you do want to become a Patreon member, you can. The link is in the chat. There's the link there. So you can do that. If you want to become a member, you can. If you want to just donate to the channel to help the channel grow to bigger and better things, the link is there in the PayPal. And also you can follow us on Twitter on Tottenham Gold, and there's the link for the Twitter thing as well. And we've got our first coming in tonight. We've got HDI, Young Podri, Audrey established for Frenzy. I'm not very good at Latin, so I hope I've got that right. He says, cool. So good evening, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Right then, Mark, shall we crack on with it?
Yes, we just as well, aren't we?
Yeah, right. The first thing is, the first question is on the show, and please get your answers in the comments as well. We'd love to hear what you think as well. Are you happy with the signing of Jed Spence? Now, for me personally, I think he's been a great signing for us. He is a Conte signing. I don't believe all this malarkey, it's a Levy signing. Yeah. I think, I don't think players coming in now would not come if Conte or the Don Paratici wouldn't want them there, to be fair. He's a young lad. He's got a world of talent. There is things he can cross a ball, I'll admit that. But for everything else, he is an upgrade on Emerson and Doherty. For me personally, it's a great signing. Mark, what's your thoughts on Jed Spence? And do you think he can do a good job for us?
Somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle I am. I've always had the argument that if Antonio had a list of the right wing backs he wanted, I'm pretty sure his name wouldn't have been at the top. You know what I mean? So, he's unproven. He did well in the championship last year. You got to give him that. But he's not proven at our level, you know? So, if we could sign him up.
Yeah, do you think that's going to be a problem though with him the next season, or do you see him starting as a right back?
I've never really seen him play, but I've heard he likes to bomb forward, and he's not good at. Well, I'm not saying he's not good, but if he bombs too far forward, are we going to get caught short at the back? You know?
Well, the Conte likes playing with wing backs, doesn't he? So, because the wing backs aren't going to attack. So it's a system he's been successful at. So I think it will work. But what more I'm asking you is, do you think Spence is an upgrade on Emerson and Doherty? For the two right backs we've got there. Of course.
But personally, I would have liked one that had been there and done it, you know? You know,
so are you more talking like I don't know, say for example Jones from Chelsea, or somebody like that who's got experience of playing the wing back? Or
well, we were never getting him, were we?
No, but I'm just using him as an example.
The the ideal one would have been Hakimi.
Yeah.
From PSG.
No, there is a player. There is
but
a
like
player.
he's about 80 million, isn't he?
He is. Well, we had 150 million from Munich. That's the one question I want to ask you. On that, Mark, do you feel that we spent the money wisely with our transfer dealings? Do you feel we've got Penitic in for free? Well, free deal's never a free deal. I know that the signing bonuses and everything. But we've got Fraser Foster, a good goalkeeper. We've got Petici in for free. We spent 38 million on Basuma.
Yeah.
Do you know? Have we spent the money wisely? Do you think?
Basuma definitely.
Yeah.
Because what a midfielder he is. The ones on a free, all right. There's going to be some sort of, turning up clause. They're going to have to give him some sort of money, but basically it's nothing. All right, you might have to give him a few million quid, but it'd be interesting to know how much of that 150 we got left. I mean, I read something, I think it was on Facebook earlier, that we got 94 of it left. And so there's at least, it could be two big signings or a massive signing and one that's a bit less. I mean, I still think we're going to sign a couple more.
Who would you like to see bring in? Would you like to see the Bremer or somebody of that stature coming into the club to replace Sanchez? That's something we're going to get on later about.
Yeah. We'll leave that for a bit later.
Yeah. And we've got Graham Kennedy here. He's saying he thinks Spencer's a Levy signing for the future. I feel Doherty is going to be on the main. If he feels that Doherty's going to be on the main right wing back this season.
Well,
great comment, actually. I will start that because that's a brilliant comment. Personally, myself, I don't think it's a Levy signing. I don't think nobody will come into the club and it's Conte or Paratici say so. Maybe I'm wrong. There's a lot of people out there probably wouldn't agree with me. But I do feel that he would not have come to the club. Apparently, they've been scouting him. So, I mean, and I think it was Ali Gold came out and dissed the rumour that it was a Levy signing. He came out and said that Conte and Paratici have been wanting this player for a while. So I'm likely to agree with Ali Gold than some other person put on Twitter saying it's a Levy signing. Personally, myself, I think Levy is shit scared of Conte and Paratici.
Oh,
to be fair.
Definitely.
So there is a picture. I will show that it is funny, but big up, Graham. Thank you very much. And also Paul Brown. He says, good evening, Dermot and Mark. Hashtag back content. Hashtag guys. Good evening, sir. Thank you for joining us. There is a picture, and I saw it today now, and I haven't got it on here. Oh, yes, I do. Mark, what do you think Conte's saying to Paratici at this moment? Do you think we've got one over Levy?
Possibly. Look, he's finally give us some money.
Yeah.
It's going to be something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see how much more we can get out of him.
Yeah, probably. I just saw that, and I saw that picture today, and I thought it was the most funniest thing I saw.
Yeah.
You could actually put so many bubbles to them conversations.
Yeah, of course you could.
Look, we've got one over the mug. Conte's a mug. Levy's a mug. We've got one over him. And Heritage is saying, I'm getting more money for you. That's what he's saying. There's another 100 million coming for you. And Conte's saying, brilliant, bring it on. Let me spend more.
Yeah. Who's next?
I don't know. We're saying to him, we've got that PSG player, striker. What's his name?
The striker?
Yeah. Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yeah. We've got
Jesus
him coming
Christ.
to the club.
We definitely ain't getting him because he's like the owner of PSG now, isn't it? The contract they give him.
On the wing backs, Mark, last season we struggled with wing backs, didn't we, for quite a lot, and with Doherty playing on the left wing back as well. Do you feel with the pre-season you've seen so far, are you happy with Segi on the left side? And also Mora played there the other game, didn't he, the other day?
Mora was down the right, wasn't he? Mora was on the right.
Do you think Mora could be an future option for us?
Oh, definitely.
And if we get rid of one of the two, at least we've got two we've got 3 right wing backs there, or somebody that can cover that position.
Yeah. Well, we sort of dropped off with them when Doherty got injured. When he got injured, because all right, he's not been brilliant, but before he got injured, he was certainly starting to show. Yeah. Well, hang on. No, we don't want to.
No, Graham Kennedy says better chance of signing Tony Adams than okay.
Yes.
Fair play to you.
No. But Doherty was starting to show stuff, and then he got injured. And you notice even the game he got injured, he didn't really want to come off.
No.
You know, it took him 3 attempts for them to get him off, because he was like, no, I'm all right, you know. And he went down 2 or 3 times, and he was sort of led on the grass. And then eventually he was forced off. And that's when we sort of, because, well, the good thing about Mora is he knows how to cross the ball.
Yeah.
You know, and I saw that, like, in the game the weekend. Yesterday. You know, I sort of saw that. But how good is he defensively? I mean, you don't want him there when we're playing Man City or Liverpool or someone like that that's going to they're just going to bombard him, and he won't have a clue what he's doing.
But Conte's done this before, hasn't he? He's done this with Victor Moses. He's done it with other players as well. He's transformed them into a wing back. So maybe, but with Jed Spence, I'm really happy with this. I take it with you that it's out with you. The jury's out with you for a little while.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're lovely. And Graham Kennedy says Doherty was one of our best players before his injury. As Mark just said, he was starting to perform. Do you feel, Mark, that he will start again? He will start ahead of Emerson at the start of the season against Southampton.
I think so, because you got. I'm not belittling any team, but it's only Southampton. I think Emerson will probably get in when we got them teams that's going to batter us, like Liverpool, Man City, maybe Chelsea. You know, it depends who they sign, because at the moment they've got hardly any defence whatsoever. So, you know, but certainly the bigger teams, I think Emerson will probably get in, because he is a better defender than Doherty.
Yeah, and that actually points down to my next point. Emerson or Doherty, who needs to go? For me personally, this is a hard one for me, because I'm beginning to like Emerson, I have to say. I'm beginning to warm to him a bit. Doherty plays for Ireland. Of course, I'm going to pick my countryman. I'm going to pick the team person that plays. But he doesn't even play well for us, to be fair. He's had some shockers for us. But as you said, he was playing well till he got injured. So where do you stand on this, Mark? If you had to sell one, who would you sell?
It's a tough one, isn't it? It is a tough. It depends how Spence comes in and performs. If he's good defensively, then Emerson. If he's good going the other way, then Doherty. You know, it depends. It all depends, because Jed Spence he's an unknown quantity in my view. I mean, he might come in to our team and be completely rubbish. You never know. But then again, he might come in and set the world on fire. Yeah.
It is a punt, isn't it? It really is a punt. But I watched him a lot last season in the Championship, and he had a blinder. He played really well in the Championship, I have to say. And Graham Kennedy here with another great comment. Graham, look, the link's in the Irish Hotspur chat, and it's also in the in our Irish Spurs one with me and Ollie in. So hit that link and come on, because I would love to hear more what you got to say, because some of your comments have been really good.
Yeah.
He says, I feel Emerson will get his move back to Spain, especially now Spencer signed. And Conte's made comments about Lucas. That's the other thing I was actually going to bring on today to you, Mark.
I didn't hear this.
Well, Conte is looking to basically use Mora as a right wing back. He feels he's got the commitment. He will do it for the team. He will do what he can for the team. Like Graham said, do you agree with Graham that Emerson will get his move back to Spain, or do you feel that Conte might have something else in mind for Emerson?
Well, what else can he do? I don't honestly know. You know, I mean, if like the comments, if Conte's made comments about Emerson, Lucas, sorry, then maybe he's going to be used in that position. Then surely one of them's got to go. You know, we can't have like 4 of them, can we?
No.
I mean,
do you feel we still have to do business in that part of the defence, the wing backs and the centre backs? Do you feel we've got up front sorted, the midfield sorted, but do you feel we still need to get a few more players in for the back line?
Centre backs definitely.
Before the season starts.
Yeah,
where would you go in the centre backs, Mark? Who would you buy one to replace? I mean, we've got Romero, we've got Dyer, Sanchez, and Davis.
Yeah.
For me, Davis is not a bad defender. He has his moments. Sanchez that's just another. That will be a subject we will go on, because I've got a lot to say on Sanchez.
Yeah.
Dyer does have these games, but Dyer has the ability to speak to Romero in Spanish and Italian.
Yeah.
So that's a bonus for him.
Yeah.
Do you feel that they've done enough, or do you think they build them from the front back, if you know what I mean? Where Arsenal, well, just for example, that team, George Graham, always built from the back forward. Do you feel we're doing it the other way?
I think at the moment it's the players that's been available to sign. You know, I know we were linked to Bastoni and, you know, and a great defender like he is, but was he really? Did we ever stick a bid in? Did we? You know, I mean, I'd like to see at least 1 or 2 more centre backs come in. Because keep Sanchez, because he's back up for Romero. That's his place in it, the right side. He's useless if he plays on Davis's side.
He's useless anyway.
No, I don't. No. Because was it the last 2 or 3 games he done well?
Yeah, but you look back to last season. How many times, Mark, did he let us down? How many times did he got turned over by a farmer? Somebody that's a farmer. To be fair, he got turned over by somebody. I think, where was that? Man City away. I mean,
he was eating the grass.
He was eating the grass. I mean, he's let us down time again. The only thing he was good was when Toby and Jan were there.
Yeah,
and that was the only reason they kept him. He 2 great defenders with a mediocre defender. A lot of people are not going to agree with me what I've just said, and that's my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But for me, Sanchez has to go. And I think it was Nick said yesterday on Dave's channel that they have Sanchez in the shop window. Well, if he's in the shop window, his price is going down, as Nick said. So, do you know, what do you, I mean, so you're prepared to give Sanchez a chance? Keep him there as a backup from Romero?
Well, it depends how many more we get in. I mean, obviously, if we get a couple of more in, then, you know, see you later.
Graham Kennedy says Simone has spoken very highly of Emerson recently. Akalo Madrid have also known Trinity since he signed. Yeah, I've read that. And he also said, Dermot, just to confirm, Cutie is the best defender in the world for all the Liverpool fans listening. Yeah, we agree with you as well.
Yes, of course we agree.
And Paul Brown, big up Paul, he says, potential signings, let's just hope that the old adage of only prediction that the future is the past. It's about about to be put to the test.
Yes.
Do you feel, Mark, that you look at Emerson? I mean, great going forward. I mean, I've said it in the past. He's the only Brazilian that we've bought that does not seem to be. He's from Brazil. I mean,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Or do you feel that he came from the Spanish league, the Premier League's a faster league, and it was going to take him a year to get going?
Yeah.
Do you
Possibly.
feel we could see the best of him now, or do you think Conte's seen enough from last season?
Well, obviously, I don't know him, so I mean,
But that's not the point. You've watched Emerson. You've watched Emerson enough last season.
Yeah.
Do you feel Conte is made his mind up from then, or
Possibly.
do you think he might say, right, okay, we'll give you another chance?
Is he likely to do that? I don't think so. I mean, if he's seen enough of you, normally that means sort of you're out the door, goodbye, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally, you know, if you don't impress him within like 4 or 5 games, that's normally the end of it.
And we've got Graham Kennedy also saying some great points from Graham. Actually, I'm actually going to put the link in the chat. Actually, Graham.
Yeah.
If you do want to come on, do, because you've got some great comments coming. He said a big domino effect could be PSG signing Julius Koundé instead of Skinner.
Jules Koundé.
Instead of Skinner, and Spurs then making the move for Bastoni or Sanchez going to Seville.
Yeah.
I can actually see that happening. Funnily enough, I still believe that Bastoni deal isn't dead. I just think it's taken longer to get over the line. But Sanchez going to Seville, I think that'd be a good move for Sanchez. I really do. I think that'd be a great move for him. And also, Mark, he added to the Emerson thing. Emerson cannot give a simple 5-yard pass consistently, and in Conte's system, that's needed.
Yeah.
See, that's the point you were making, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That you need consistency. So, do you feel Doherty can give you then that consistency more than Emerson can?
Yeah. I'd like to think so. Especially, all right, it took him a while to get up to when Conte came in, but before he got injured, he was like bossing it on that side. Yeah. To be honest, he was starting to play really, really well. He was almost getting back to what he did at Wolves. That's why we signed him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We've actually got from Carl Hundi. I apologize if I got your name wrong, but thank you very much for getting in touch, and thank you. You're the first. I think it's the first time I've seen you in the chat, so fair play to you. Yeah. Thank you. Conte can't complain about anything because Levy's backed him. Let's put a couple of comments. So we'll start with that. What do you say to Karim there? Do you agree with him, or what would you say?
Yeah, well, he's backed him to a certain extent, hasn't he? You know, and it's obvious, like that Perisic that we signed, that's obviously a Conte signing, you know, because he knew him from Italy.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, and he's done it early as well. Yeah. You know, there's none of this messing about like in September, whenever the last day, and then suddenly, like someone we've never heard of, that we got Google turns up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has really backed him. You know,
and then he's also put Dyer as a sweeper, need an upgrade. Now there's a thought I never thought of.
Yeah.
Dyer as a sweeper.
Yeah.
Now, would that work? I'm actually going to start that because that is a very good question.
Well, he obviously plays it. He obviously plays in the middle.
Yeah.
And the one either side of him, your Romero and your Davis, they're the ones that step out anyway. So he is a sweeper anyway, really. But as far as an upgrade goes, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
If we get someone,
Who would you get in, the Skinner or Bastoni? Who would you like? If you could pick one of them two, who would you have in? Skinner
Bastoni.
Or Bastoni?
Yeah. Bastoni all day long.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mark. I think Bastoni too. But that is a great shout, actually. I'm going to start that because that's a brilliant shout.
Yeah.
He's also put Luis started giving up some soft goals. Right.
It is only pre-season, isn't it?
See, that's the problem. It's not just pre-season.
Yeah.
It's if you're going to win something, you have to get the winning mentality from from the get-go.
Yeah.
Luis has always had that mistake in him.
Yeah.
I know he's a World Cup winner for France. I know he's been with us for a long, long time. There is that mistake in him. And I feel he's come to his end at Tottenham. I think this could be his last season at Spurs.
Yeah. Well, it is the last year of his contract, is it not? Or has he got another one after this?
I think it is the last year of his contract. Yeah. I do, Mark. But I don't know if they'll extend it by another year. Or Fraser Foster, would you start seeing him playing a bit more of a role? I mean, they're playing Rangers Saturday. So can you see him starting instead of Luis on Saturday?
He hasn't actually played yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. No.
I'd like to see him come on for at least 45 minutes to see what he's about.
He done well at Southampton. A great goalkeeper at Southampton as well, and a big lad as well. So, but that's a great shout. Them comments absolutely brilliant. For a minute, Amir, absolutely brilliant. And please keep coming in because they're really good comments. We've got HIT saying Luis has always soft during pre-season, and he says to be fair, I probably would agree with that. But as I said, I don't know how you feel about Luis, Mark. I mean, what's your opinion on him? Do you think we should have upgraded on him a few seasons ago?
No,
so to have a go, or do you feel
not.
Or do you feel now we need to upgrade this transfer window, or would you give him another year?
I mean, we got that Fraser Foster in, so I mean, there's his backup there and then. But and hopefully, he can provide some serious competition. So if he does, like, the thing I'd say about Luis, I've never been confident with his distribution. Never.
That's true.
His kicking is absolutely woeful. Do you remember that time when he went to pass to, I think it was the right back, and he kicked it out of play for a corner?
Yeah.
In one game. Yeah, I mean, it's woeful. His kicking, I reckon I could kick the thing better than him.
I notice when I do my FIFA, I don't really want to go back to Luis because his kicking is awful on there, right?
It's even awful on that game, is it? Yeah. Oh, Christ. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. We've got Graham Kennedy going back to the Emerson debate we were having, and I still want to get back into that view as well. He says Doherty is a natural right wing back.
Yeah.
He's comfortable in that position. I agree with you on that.
Yes.
Emerson is a right back who's naturally plays in the back four, but we played a back four with Emerson, and he was used to doing that.
Yeah.
So please tell me, if you're good at if you're a right back and you're comfortable, but you play crap, do you know? What do you do?
Yeah.
I mean, he scored that one goal against Brighton in the FA Cup, which was meant to be a cross.
Oh, yeah, somehow, that's right. I remember that, yes.
And he scored from that. I mean, yeah, that was a bit of Brazilian magic, but I think that was a fluke more than.
Yeah.
But Graham again makes another good point. So would you say that Emerson to go kick Doherty and sell Emerson then, Mark? Would you sort of go along those lines?
Yeah, definitely. Because before he got injured, Doherty was really starting to fit in that position. He was finally doing what we knew he did at Wolves.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I couldn't believe that we bought his ex-manager in, and you would have thought, we're going to play a back five now. And he didn't. He played a back four. And so Doherty was still struggling.
I think he got rid of him for a reason.
Yeah.
And then he made him a manager, and then you can imagine Doherty thinking, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm out of here as well.
Yeah. Graham then says Dyer is playing the sweep, as you rightly said,
Yeah.
Mark,
A
few minutes ago, you did say that.
Because how many times of last season we'll be on the attack and suddenly you'll see Ben Davies running in and you think, what the bloody hell are you doing up there?
But see, Ben Davies plays there for Wales, and he's immense there for Wales.
Yes. No. But when we were going the other way, you'll see like Harry Kane and that messing about at the edge of the box, or Sonny or someone. And then suddenly Ben Davies will be in the picture. You think, what the bloody hell are you doing all up there?
They're playing like how the Dutch played in the early 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everywhere the Dutch team then were just, you play anywhere you like.
Yeah.
A bit like playing under Aussie, really.
Yeah.
To be fair. Graham also says that Bastoni plays in the left of a back three, which is true. He does. So he'd be an upgrade on Ben Davies. Yeah. HIT says Doherty over Emerson. So there's a fan for Doherty.
Yeah.
And I think we both agree on that.
Yeah.
Graham Kennedy also says, I don't think there is anyone out there who is available who can upgrade on Dyer.
No.
They're probably true, but it's the one thing that goes in Dyer's favour is that he can speak to the other people.
Mm-hmm.
He can speak Spanish or Italian. He's got that language that he can speak.
And he speaks Portuguese, definitely.
He does, yeah. So that's great for Emerson and Romero.
Yeah.
So, but for me, it just, when you see Sanchez and Dyer in the back three,
it's frightening.
I worry.
It's frightening. It is frightening.
You sort of turn on the TV, right, and you see the team news, you think, there's part of you thinking, shit, we're going to lose today. And that's like in the, because Sanchez is going to make a cock up one way or the other, or Dyer is. With Dyer, he doesn't put his body on the line.
No,
how many times
he turns his back. Yeah, he turns his back.
You don't do that as a defender.
No.
How many defenders have we seen? Graham Roberts lost teeth, I think, during the match.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Gary Mabbott, your favourite player, always put his body on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Even, what's his name? Colin Calderwood, he played for us as well.
Yes,
body on the line.
Defender he was.
You had Richard Goff as well in the 87 side, put his body on the line.
Above. Yeah.
I'd even give him to Sanchez. Even he puts his body on the line when he has to.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing I will say about Sanchez. So I don't know why Dyer suddenly just turned his back, but I agree. I don't think there is an upgrade. Unless, Graham, you can think of one. I mean, I can only think of Skinner and Bastoni, probably Skinner and Bastoni in the back three. Can you imagine them three together? Two with Romero.
Well, you just said Bastoni plays in Davis's position.
Yeah, well, you put Skinner in the middle, wouldn't you? So you've got Romero, Skinner, and Bastoni. Imagine that as a back three. Whew.
Yeah.
He said Foster and Basuma unfortunately got COVID. Yeah, we will get on to that.
Basuma had it.
Yeah.
Basuma's definitely got it because he's in Korea with him as well, so he must be in another hotel somewhere, or certainly
I think
in a room
they're
on his own.
Yeah, I think they're waiting on their second COVID test to come back. I think.
I did not realise that Forster had it as well.
Yeah, Foster had it as well.
Realise. Oh, all right.
Because
that's why he's not played then. So that's why he's not played. But hopefully his quarantine will be over by Saturday, and maybe we'll see 45 minutes of him out at Rangers.
Yeah, hopefully.
He have test negative
Rangers as well.
Yeah.
I don't like Rangers very much. Been a bit.
Well, to be honest. To be honest, the Scottish League is only Celtic and Rangers anyway, isn't it? Yeah, and even in them, and even if both of them come into the Premiership, they'd be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, well, there's only one team in Scotland, and that's Celtic. Glasgow
Aberdeen.
Celtic, anyway.
Aberdeen.
Okay, but there you go. We're going to have our rounds next season on the Scottish League. Brilliant.
I don't really watch it, to be honest, but I always sort of followed Aberdeen.
Yeah, Aberdeen, Alex Ferguson's great side of the early 80s.
Yeah, they won something in Europe, didn't they? About
the Cup Winners' Cup.
84, 85 or something. Yeah.
I tell you, there's a funny story, Mark. This is going off Tottenham, I know, but this is funny. It adds to Aberdeen. Aberdeen had won a trophy, right? And I think they won the League Cup or the Scottish Cup, and it was a big trophy. And all the players are jumping up around celebrating. Ferguson does an interview. The first words come out of his mouth is, "That was a disgraceful performance."
Oh, all right.
He went into the dressing room and absolutely lit the fire under them.
Well, that's the sort of bloke he was, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You know, that's the sort of
perfection, I
person
think.
he was.
Do you
Yeah.
know he nearly
Yeah,
came
yeah.
to Tottenham, Fergie?
Did he?
Yeah, he nearly came to Tottenham.
Bloody hell. If only, well, hang on a minute. Even if he had, do you reckon he'd have spent the money that he spent him? Well, he didn't spend a great, but, you know,
Well, mind you,
with the
Scholar
chairman
would
and
have
that.
left. Sugar would have came in. Sugar probably would have got rid of him after about 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Anyway, Basuma, come in as well. Big up to it. It says Basuma when fit. You think? Oh, Basuma when fit. You think he will be a starter? For me personally, yes.
Oh, 100%.
For me, I think him and Bentancur in that midfield would be unreal.
Yeah, definitely.
I really do think so.
Yeah.
Mark, do you think he was an upgrade on Holberg with Skippy?
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt.
On which one?
No,
which one?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. Have we done 10? Yeah, we've done 10. I don't want to piss Ellie off, but Højbjerg was absolutely shite yesterday in that friendly. 3 times he just gave the ball away. He just kept passing it to their players and sticking them basically through on goal. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I mean, Basuma, like he's first name on the team sheet, if you want my opinion.
Yeah, it's a good one. And then with the Madison link as well, do you think that's the creative midfielder we need as well?
Oh, just yeah.
Quickly on that.
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, I'm not really sure, and the people in the comments can, the people in the comments can like shoot me down. I'm not a great transfer expert, but I don't think Basuma's that creative, is he? Or is he? I don't know.
I think Basuma's the sort he will bomb forward, but you got Bentancur that he's South American footballer, isn't he? So he's got the skills.
Yeah.
He will hold that well. See, when we had it back on the potch, we had I forget my memory's gone from me completely, but we had Dembele and
Wanyama.
Yeah, and one of them were bomb forward, the other one was sit behind. And I think that's what we're going to get again with Basuma and Bentancur. I think one will sit behind and Basuma will bomb forward. But with Højbjerg as well, they're great cover to have in cup matches.
Yes.
Or and as well, we've got to cover for every position. Yeah.
And Skippy. And let's face it, if things are the only thing I worry about the way we play is when teams just overload the midfield and we get overrun. Because that's what Seville did the weekend.
Yeah.
That they stuck 3 or 4 in the midfield and we were just completely overrun.
We're going to get through some of these comments here, Mark, because they're really building up here. We've been discussing each comment, which is brilliant. Actually, this is what we love. HIT, me personally, I feel like a goalkeeper position, similar to Kane position, we have always needed a quality backup every season, and we never get it. Although we have R9 now. Yeah, exactly.
Bob's for his friend. That's Bob's for his mate.
A lot of pundits are complaining about Conte's fitness work. You think it's too much? For me personally, no. I think it's about time they got their asses worked off them. I mean, they complained under Jose, it was too much, the training was too bad. Mason came in, mate, take it easy.
Yeah.
That I've got a view on them sacking Mourinho before a cup final, and I will do that in another show. Yeah. But I have my views on that. I've never actually viewed them publicly, but I will do in another show. I think it's about time. Under Poch, we won most of our games in the last 10 minutes because they were fitter than the opposition.
Yes, well, that's what you got.
Conte, and I think Conte wants to get them super fit. That they will keep going for the whole 90 minutes, even this extra time. Keep going for the whole 120 minutes in cup games. And I think, but I've got no problems with it. Mark, very quickly, have you any problems with the?
Certainly not. Even if they're on 50 grand a week, and some of them are on treble and quadruple that. Jesus, if they give me 200 grand a week and I could do it, I'd run up and down that pitch all day. You know what I mean?
I know you would.
you know, Jesus.
Even Sonny, you'd look Sonny Doherty sort of lying over Keelan. It's the picture on the thumbnail for the show. The players just scattered all over the place.
Well, I read a report that one of it that I don't know who it was, but someone actually like threw up.
Yeah, that was I'm
sure it was Sonny. Was it Sonny or
and Kane? Harry Kane as well.
Oh, he was sick as well. Yeah, but what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
And that was at the end of the training session. They did 42 laps of the track at the end of the training session.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Start earning the bloody money. So I wish I was on 70 grand a week. I wish I was on 10 grand a week. Let alone what these bloody idiots get paid.
We're both unfit. I'm quite chubby and unfit. Mark, no offense, you're unfit as well. You're 51, but we'd do it for a couple of €1,000 a week.
I'd do it for I'd do it for £500 a week. I'd run up and down that thing until I either like threw up or my sugar levels went low and I had to have a can of Coke or something. And then I'd carry on.
You're selling yourself short anyway. Let's get through some of these comments.
No, but bloody hell.
Dyer did a nice sliding tackle. I didn't expect it against Villa. Yeah, I saw that when Holberg misplaced his pass. And you can see Dyer.
Again, that is Højbjerg misdirected another pass. Because he must have done that 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, and we're going to get back to these preseason games, Mark, because I know you've got a lot to say in them. I really do know that. In Conte's 202 Days documentary, QT said it's great to play beside Dyer because he speaks fluent Spanish. I also agree with the mistakes comment, but Dyer and Davis had been immense. Look,
yes,
for me, it's more Sanchez for me than Dyer. When you see Romero, Dyer, Davis, there is an understanding between the two of them.
Yeah.
But for me, Sanchez is the weak link. He's the one that makes mistakes. He's the one.
Yeah, well, hopefully he ain't got to play a lot.
Well, look, as I said earlier, he got turned over by a farmer.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody that actually, who's not a professional footballer.
That was against Moura, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was eating grass against Manchester City.
Yeah.
A couple of seasons ago. Come on. And I do agree with you. Dyer and Davis have been immense, but Dyer does have a mistake in them too. But under different managers, these players weren't playing to their full potential.
Yeah.
Dyer, how many times were we complaining about Dyer and Davis? So,
yeah, but they certainly raised their game since Antonio's been in.
I think because
which is always, good. Let's face it, that's how anyone who comes in to manage my club, I want every player to feel like that. Yeah, not like, exactly. Oh, here he is. We got another easy session now because like this man's a pushover. Don't forget that. Go out and earn your bloody money.
Yeah. But great comment. And that documentary, I am getting the Spurs play this week, so I'm so looking forward to watching that documentary.
I haven't actually watched that.
202 Days documentary content. Really looking forward to that.
Right. Yes.
Kamoon, I apologize if I got your name wrong, but brilliant comments so far, sir. He says Dyer bilingual. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Keep him in.
Dyer bilingual. That means he speaks many languages.
Okay. Yeah. Keep him in the back three. Great. We have a great thumbs up. We have a problem then.
Yeah.
Yeah. He must get lost in translation when Sanchez is in the team.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the problem.
Useless. Yeah.
Here we go. Great comment from Graham Kennedy. Van Dijk would be an upgrade, but unfortunately he would not be unbelievable. Right, Mark.
And so I can't see him being available.
Well, just saying for fantasy sake, right? Hypothetically, right? Van Dijk is available, and would you have him replace Dyer or Sanchez?
Well, Sanchez all day long.
Fair
Bloody
enough.
hell, that's not even a conversation. I mean,
Yeah.
but to be honest, we've got Virgil van Dijk, so we don't
Yeah.
need Van Dijk.
I take it you're a Dyer fan. I think there's a Dyer fan in you.
Yes,
And you're just
definitely,
suddenly coming out now, isn't it?
and how definitely and how the hell that bloody other useless git plays for England instead of Dyer? What's his bloody name?
Well, I wouldn't know because I know England are not going to win the World Cup anyway.
The Man United one, Maguire.
Oh, Maguire.
Yeah, Maguire. Yeah, how Dyer don't get in ahead of him? I've never understood that.
I think Dyer can play for Portugal as well. I think he can actually.
Because he's not homegrown, is he? He doesn't.
No,
class
he's not.
as
He's
homegrown
Portuguese.
England. Because
I'm not sure if he was born in Portugal or he moved to Portugal. I'm not sure.
He was born in Portugal, I think, but he was born in Portugal from English parents.
Yeah, so he can play for Portugal or England.
Both his parents. Now, I'm sure someone in the comment will shoot me down if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But like, I'm pretty sure both of Eric Dyer's parents are English.
Yeah.
But they lived in Portugal.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't count.
Yeah, I'll look into that in a minute. Graham also says Inter won't sell Skinner or Bastoni. They've made that clear. Well, if Inter need the money, and if the Italian clubs are as broke as I think they are, and as the media have made them out to be, a bit like Barcelona or Barcelona should not be here. I mean that club's so in debt it's unreal. And he also puts up that point. I would take Bastoni over Skinner. Due to age, potential, and what he could offer the team now.
Yes.
I agree with you, Graham, 100%.
The only thing I will say about that, though, is Bastoni is an Inter Milan fan. Always has been, always will be. And I think, well, if you offer him enough money, obviously he's going to come. But I think it's a bigger wrench for Bastoni to leave than it would be Skriniar. But then again, Skriniar, we've been linked with him for about the last 5 years.
Where have I been reading somewhere that he's bought a shop, a restaurant or something? Bastoni?
Yeah, is that the one that's got to stay there for another year until he gets?
I think that is him. Maybe some of the comments can let us know. I think it is there.
He's the one that qualifies for Italian citizenship, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, big comment, Graham. Thank you very much. Graham, let us know where you are if you're in Ireland, if you can, in the comments. Let us know where you're from, because my partner's surname has the same surname as you, so I'm just trying to see whereabouts you are in Ireland, if you are living in Ireland. Kamir, I
just give up.
No, I apologise. I'm getting your name wrong. I am going to get it right before the end of the show. Karume. He said that's why Ferguson is a winner. Right, going on to managers very quickly. We had Poch, we had Mourinho, we had Ryan Mason. I don't know what you would call him.
Mates on, but that was his name because he just played all his mates.
Do you think Conte is close to a Ferguson we could get as a manager?
Without a shadow of a doubt. Bloody hell. Conte's. Now I can go back to Keith Birkinshaw, really, even though I was born before Keith joined. Like, I can't really remember who the hell was manager, but Conte's probably the best manager we've ever had in my lifetime. Certainly the most proven.
Well, I think Conte. Hang on.
I rephrase that a little bit before everyone starts calling me names in the comments. Probably Mourinho. You've got to give it to Mourinho, but Mourinho, I think, was on a downward spiral when we came to us.
Yeah.
Antonio is in his prime, and he's still doing it. You know, I mean, all right, Conte won 2 trophies at United, but he, I mean, all the fans were moaning about his style of play. He certainly wasn't the Mourinho that was at Chelsea, even though I don't like mentioning that name.
What name was that?
Chelsea. He's I said it again.
Would you stop spitting live on streams?
So no, it wasn't. That was a pretense bit.
Okay.
Right.
Or have to stick you on the naughty step for half an hour after the stream's finished.
Yes. All right. I was going to say you can't do it now. You'll just be talking to yourself.
Yeah, that's true. We've also got Graham here saying, I also feel it will be Basuma and Bentancur. Well,
yes.
It's the same what we both said. We feel that will be in the midfield.
Yeah.
Graham also said, if Maddison signs, where does he fit in? Right, I want to start that and get back to that if that's came up. Because I've got something to saying on Maddison. We'll get back onto that, Graham. He's so good. He's been brilliant with the comments tonight. Really has.
He has.
Keeping us on our toes, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
We're struggling in previous games when Skippy's played beside Holberg.
Yeah.
I agree, but who would you say was the problem? Was it Holberg? For me, Holberg, I've always been a fan of Holberg.
Yeah, so to a degree.
Somebody had said to me, I heard it somewhere, that Holberg was like a Dave Mackay type player. Now, I've watched a lot of Dave Mackay.
Yeah.
Over the years on video, and I can see the similarities a little bit between the two. Skippy is a young player. Skippy is our future. So I think in the future, I think it will be Bastoni and Skippy in the future. But I think
Basuma, you mean?
Yeah, Basuma and Skippy. Yeah. But I also think at the moment it will be Basuma and Bentancur. But I do think they do struggle because they don't complement one another, Skippy and Holberg. I think in some games we have struggled. What's your thoughts on that question from Graham? Do you agree with him on that comment? Or what's your thoughts?
It's like I said about 10 minutes ago. I mean, you've seen when we played the likes of, what's the games we lost at home? Southampton, Brighton, and someone else beat us as well that I can't remember.
Wolves.
And all they did, who?
Wolves.
Oh, Wolves.
Again, we went to Wolves.
That's the other game. That's the other game I was thinking of. All they did is stick 3 or 4 in the midfield and completely outnumbered us. You know? I mean, this is why I'd like to see Maddison come in. Because why can't we, you know, because with the options we've got now, especially with the front lot, I'd like to see Maddison come in so we could maybe switch to a 3-5-2, you know, and sort of match the teams up. Because surely those games like Southampton, Wolves and Brighton, when we lost, Conte must have saw that we were being run ragged in midfield. He must have done. He must have seen that. I mean, he's a world-class manager. You must know if you're being... I mean, if the likes of me that literally know nothing about formations and, you know, I know nothing about formations and all of that. But, you know, I could see that we were being, you know, that's where we struggle. When teams put a few more in there and we get overrun. You know, and so I'd like to see us switch it up.
Yeah. So would you play... Right, how would I do this now? So you play 3 at the back. So you would play Davis, Dyer and Romero at the back.
If they're fit, yes.
If they're fit, okay.
Yes.
And the 5 in midfield. So who would you play as you would play Petici? I think
Perisic, yeah.
Basuma.
Basuma.
Maddison. Bentancur, and then say Doherty as the right wing back.
Yes.
So would you play Maddison behind the front 3? What's formation say? 3-5-2.
3-5-2.
So behind
if
or would you play behind? Would you play behind Son or Kane and Richarlison? How would you?
To be honest, those games when we were getting overrun in midfield, just have 3 in the midfield, and you got your wing backs on the outside, but you got 3 there. that possibly could, as long as they know what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Does it? I'd like to see the three in the middle. As long as, you know, they know what they're doing, I'd like to see them sort of floating about. You know.
Would you have Madison doing the floating role? Have him floating around in the middle of the park?
Honestly, Dermot, you're talking to the wrong one, because I know absolutely. I'm as when I did that show with Izhan, like, I didn't have a clue what he was on about, and I just agreed with him, to be honest. But you know, I mean, I just know that the games we lost at home, Southampton, Wolves, and Brighton, all they did is stick an extra body or two in midfield and completely overrun us. You know, all right, Harry drops back and helps out, but you know, it's not enough. It's not enough, because you want Harry up the other end.
Yeah. Well, Alexander Hilton here was said, I would let
I
Doherty
was waiting
go
for him to turn up.
Yeah, and trap Emerson in the training ground and force him to cross balls into the box.
Yeah,
that's true. And then Graham saying just play Winks because he just floats around 90 minutes
anyway. We're coming on to that in a bit, aren't we?
We're coming on to that next, actually.
Oh, are we?
Let me get the question off, because some of these questions I'm leaving for next week.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to use all of them.
I thought next week was my show.
Yeah. Well,
about me.
Yeah, don't worry, I've got a plan in place. I'm trying to.
Oh, all right.
Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Right. Does it worry you that we have not sold the likes of Winks and Co yet?
Are you going, or do you want me?
No, I'll let you go first.
Yes, it does, and not Winks, because let's face it. Well, it does worry me we ain't sold him, but he's not going to be the difficult one out of them. The biggest one that we need to get rid of immediately is Ndombele.
Mr. Burger.
Because, Mr. Burger King,
right,
Mr.
Right.
KFC.
Let's start with him, Mark. Right. Let's start with him. Right. He went out and loaned to Lyon. Right.
Well,
he did absolutely useless with Lyon.
Well, that's what I said.
So nobody's going to take him.
No. We just got to give him away if necessary. Yeah. For the main simple reason, I know we spent 60 million on him, but you got to think that man is costing us the best part of £1 million a month, £200,000 a week. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
£200,000 a week. Just get that off the wage bill. That'll save you what? 52 weeks, 52 divided by 4. That save us £13 million a year in wages.
So would you just cancel his contract and say, right, that's it, be done with it?
Yeah. It's £13 million in wages that you could give at least 2 players, you know, or 1.5 players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, just getting his wages off the books.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry Winks. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, if someone can put it in the comments, how much Harry Winks is on a week, but I can't see it being more than about 50 grand.
Yeah. Well, Alexander Hilton says Winks would be involved in the swap deal, but who would?
I thought he was going to be involved in Richarlison deal. I would have thought we might have paid. How much did we pay for him? 50 million.
60 million.
Well, that's with the add-ons, and I think we paid 50, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we might have given him like 40 and Winks or something, you know, because Everton's been the team that's highly supposedly, allegedly after him, but
then
in all fairness,
then Frank Lampard woke up, realised he had Dele Alli, and thought, I don't want to be stung again.
Yeah.
So that goes.
I'm not being tucked up by that lot again.
Yeah. So
they tucked me up with Dele Alli.
Yeah. But Winks, I will have my same Winks in a minute. Kamir, the 2 attacking midfielders must drop on and help the 2 central defenders. Simple. It's not
Yes.
that we're having two. We're having. I mean,
Yeah.
Bentancur will have that holding role. For me personally, I think. And
Yeah.
then if you're playing the formation you want to play, Basuma and Manderson would actually go forward.
Yeah,
But
but
then you lose the width
only at
of
the
deck.
correct times. Only at
Yeah.
the correct times. I mean, they
It's
can't be up. I mean, they can't be up with the two up top because
no.
you know what I mean. Because then we just get overrun, like we did in the
But
Brighton
you
game.
lose. Yeah, but Mark, you lose the width with Sonny and Decky as well. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, but that's what our wing backs are for in a Conte system.
yeah.
You know, because
So you might as well
that is
play
what he
Sonny and
builds.
Decky as wing backs then. If that's the case.
Well, no, not really. No, because if you remember, Potts tried that in the semi-final against Chelsea. He played Sonny as left back or whatever he did, and we got absolutely annihilated. Was that the 4-2 game or the 4-1
I'm trying to forget.
game? Yes.
Yeah, I was at a friend's house once and we watched that game and Chelsea scored the fourth goal and apparently they won them for a 5-minute rain.
Yeah. That's about 5 times I've mentioned that name now, and I'm not doing it again.
No, and
But
apparently the little lad was watching me and he copied the next day. Apparently he got mad at something. He went on the 5-minute dinner rant like a little children do, but he copied every word I said.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Did he sound like Father Jack from Father Ted?
Well, when I was doing it or when he was doing it?
Well, both of you.
Yeah, I sounded like Father Jack when I did it. Yeah.
Arse.
Yeah. Right, we're going to actually end the show pretty soon, but because it's only about an hour, we sort of go on me and Mark.
Right.
It was only Brit for a Beef show. But we will be doing more of this actually pre-season stuff during the week. Your thoughts on pre-season so far on the games? What you so far, Mark? Have you been happy with what you've seen?
It's been 2 games, hasn't it? I mean, the first one was a bit of a walk in the park, wasn't it? I mean, but certainly the second one was a lot more competitive. I mean, bloody hell, Lamella looked like a completely different player. He was pinging the ball about. He hit the post. I mean, when he played for us, he used to run a lot, but it was always down blind alleys, wasn't it? He never, you know, he'd take 3 or 4 touches, and the 4th touch, he'd get tackled by somebody.
Yeah, that's
but Lamella looked. I mean, the bits I saw of the game, I thought, why on earth did we let him go? And because he was in the swap deal with one of the other bloody useless ones we got on it.
Yeah.
Lo Celso.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd sooner have him back and send bloody Lo Celso back.
Yeah, that's true. Just one more question, Mark. The last question before we end up the show tonight. Has the Don got one more ace up his sleeve?
Now, I think we are going to make one more signing, a bit like the Basuma one, that nobody knew anything. And then one day before we signed him, it was, Tottenham were interested in Basuma. And then the next thing, he's holding the shirt up.
Yeah.
You know? Because let's face it, you listen to bloody Sly Sports and all the rest of the rubbish that's out there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, God, how many players that we must have been linked with half the world?
Yeah, we've been
this transfer window. Is it about 90? I mean, we must be up to about 90 players now.
Yeah.
And we've signed, is it 5 of them now? Or 6 of them?
Yeah. But do you feel that we've come such a long way from this time last year when we were just looking for a manager? I mean, we were linked with every manager going.
Yeah, of course we have. Yeah, and then we ended up, and then you got to remember last year, we ended up with one that wasn't on the list to begin with.
They went to him and he turned us down, apparently.
No. Well, Conte was on the list.
Yeah, Nuno was as well. They did go
No. The original list when Mourinho was sacked and Mason come in for a bit, on that original list, Nuno wasn't even on there. Allegedly. But who knows? I haven't seen the original list.
I saw him the other day in Tesco's, standing in the shelf.
No.
Like
He's out somewhere like Middle Eastern country somewhere.
No, I call them the Garden Gnome, Mark.
Yeah.
So he's doing these.
Is it an Iranian club? Is some club in the Middle East he's at now?
Yeah.
He's just signed for him.
Oh, good luck to him.
Yeah. I got, all right. He was all right when we were top of the league, but that soon went pear-shaped.
Yeah.
Remember 3 games and we were top of the league? And knew that was the best thing since sliced bread. But then it sort of went a bit. It soon dropped off.
Just a couple of pictures I want to bring up, Mark. Just for a bit of fun. What do you think Conte's saying to Doherty here?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, I've missed you because we got.
Lord.
Because we've got the only Brazilian that doesn't know how to play football in your place. But then again, but hang on a minute. Doherty's been on the left, hasn't he? I don't think he's been at right wing back yet. So maybe that's where he sees him. I hope not.
No, I hope not. I reckon Conte's saying to Doherty here, right, you know what you've got to do. You've got to defend. You know what defending is, don't you?
Yes.
And you've got the linesman there just ahead of you, laughing, thinking he ain't going to defend. So
yeah.
And then, would you like this as a Spurs home kit?
Yes, definitely, because the AIA is not red. As I've said many times on this channel, that is why I refuse to buy the home kits.
Mm-hmm.
Because the AIA is red, and I don't like any of that.
Well, Mark, I know it's only been a short show tonight, but
thank you
so much for joining us.
Yeah. Lovely.
It wasn't the show that we had planned, to be fair.
No, it wasn't.
But it was a few circumstances have thrown up. People could make it.
Yeah.
And
so
me and Mark decided just to throw an hour or something, an hour, 10, 15-minute show out.
Yeah, I was going to say, we made about 4 questions last over an hour.
Yeah, we've got our thoughts over. There's more to come from me and Mark.
Yeah.
We will be back during the week. Please like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription button. If you want to become a member, please do. The membership is up the top there. There's a Patreon. If you want to donate to the channel, the link's there as well. It's also on the YouTube channel, and also you can follow us on Twitter on Tottenham Gold. And Mark, any channel you want to pick up?
Not really. Well, no. I always big up that South Dorset Spurs that I've infiltrated my way into. Seems I live in Somerset. I always big them up because they let me join. Being the wrong side of the border and all that, and hopefully I've earmarked I think it was the Everton game this around my birthday. Yeah, I think, and so I'm gonna in like the WhatsApp page has just gone up on their group to do with Everton tickets, and I'm going to try and get a ticket and actually go, which will be a good day out.
It will. And I've also, if I'm going to pick up a channel apart from the Irish Hotspur, him and Jack Kanicki, also the Euro Flat Cap as well. Please, everyone, hit the link there and subscribe to their channel. They do a brilliant channel. They do fan shows. Their watch-alongs are brilliant to watch, and it's a good laugh over there.
I'll be honest with you. Everyone that watches this surely must be subscribed to them because they've got about is it 8,000 now?
No, they're actually on the march for 8,000. So please, if you're not subscribed to their channel, please.
It's getting up to 8,000, isn't it?
It is. We actually come from the Irish Shots, but that's where I got my breaks. I always have a thing to big up Dave's channel.
Yes.
So big up Dave, and if you're there, please hit that link and subscribe. Let's get them up to 8K. We're on the march to 500 as well. We're trying to get there before the start of the season.
Is it about 40 something?
We're now 456. So 456. So look, we're not far off. Let's get there for the start of the season. Listen,
Yes.
thanks for everyone watching this evening. We will be back next week. We're doing a special with Mark about his Spurs time as Spurs fan sometime next week.
Yeah.
We're doing a special with Ellie on the women's side of Spurs, talking about Tottenham women, their season ahead. Ellie will be explaining everything like that.
Yeah.
We will be doing a proper pre-season show next Sunday at 8 o'clock. And we'll have more guests on, and we'll go into more in depth and more into questions that we've had.
Yeah.
But listen, thank you very much. Thank you, Mark, for joining me this evening.
No worries.
Thank you very much for everyone joining us. It's been lovely. Thank you to Alexander, Kamir, Graham, Kennedy, and everyone in the chat. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Please hit, if you want to become a member, do. If you want to donate to the channel, everything is grateful. Help the channel grow. And thank you very much. Enjoy your rest of your Sunday evening. And come on, you Spurs.
Yes.